Okay, guys, this is my end of the week recap for the week of February. First trading week of the month of February, second month of the year. And let's see how the pound and gold did. So, for the pound, we've just been mad bullish since the year started and it's continued. You see, we had for pretty much 3 days straight, we were kind of stuck here, this level, thinking maybe we might come to fill these voids down here. Because if you look at these here, this was a pretty nice downtrend we have done. But of course, Super Thursday, Bank of England, and you see this just skyrocketed and dropped down to the 30-minute. You can see in one candle, it took out stops here, took out stops here. Then took out these stops and took out everyone. So pretty much everyone, anyone who was short, took all of them out, which is very interesting. So nice key level is right here. You can see 142.9, and then it just absolutely melted from there. So for gold, gold was amazing. Weekly candle right there, 4 hour. My bias was short. I actually took a trade on this and it lost, but if that trade had played out, I could have potentially filled the weekly candle because I was looking at the trade from up here on Monday. But that notwithstanding that, let's look at gold. We see that what we did was uh, we made equal highs right here, and then we made a lower low. So I was expecting us to break this right here because what we can see here is we go to the daily, we did make this higher high here, but we failed to make a higher, no, higher low, we failed to make a higher high. The 4 hour after that equal high, we made a lower low, and then we made a lower high right there. Then when I saw these multiple wick rejections, I was looking to enter there. I did enter wrong stop loss placement and all that, which I'll get into, and price melted. And that was the weekly candle pretty much. So now let's look at the three trades I took. I took two trades on gold and I took one on gold, I took two on yen. So gold, it was Monday, first day, and this trade could have played out perfectly. So what if we translate what we can see that this level here, the 4 hour band, we had the 4 hour level right there, the 4 hour band. This massive, we had seen this higher, equal high right here, which is this. When we saw price come in Monday, give us this spike into it. You see right there, the close of those candles right there. Price gives us a spike into it. And then what do I see? I see rejection, multiple rejections. Just saying, I entered my short at 1859.68. So somewhere, so that, yeah, that makes sense. And I think, yeah, I put my stop loss right there, 1867.20. So that was this was what motivated the trade. Now the question is, this was a trade that played out. I think my initial take profit was about 1830, 1835, one of them. This was a trade that played out. Why did I not make money from it? Easy. Wrong stop loss placement. I was too focused on this little structure here. I saw that I probably went to the 5 minute and I saw, you see how messy it is, but it looked like I was like, oh, look at this right here, lower low. But on the bigger time frame, 30 minute, and even the 4 hour, there was no reason why. I should have entered. I could have entered here, but there was no reason for me to place my stop loss here. Because look at this. Price had stopped here once, and then it broke through it. Broke through the Asia's high in London, and then it was coming down. And what did US do? US, of course, has to retest that. Had to retest that before gradually going down. And as you can see, I probably wouldn't have traded again this week until maybe I was break even. Because look at this. This trade played out awesome. But yeah, notwithstanding, I understand why I lost, and I need to take that into account because every loss is a lesson and one trade doesn't define you. So just maybe next time, what I can do is when I see this first initial rejection, wait for this right here, this second rejection, and then what I should do is set a sell limit right here, stop loss tucked above there, because I noticed that whenever I see price heading lower, that's when my emotions get in, or I should get in. Market execution for me is just too emotional, so I'm gonna be more of a so limit guy now. Okay, now looking at the other trade I took on GJ, I had a buy, which was somewhere here. Yep, right there. Remember it like it was yesterday. So I thought everything was going good. Yeah, higher, higher. You see that change here, the support. Nice little higher low, higher high. So I thought this rejection here had to be a higher low. Right there. That was my analysis on it. And had my stops tucked above there. Just let me just pull it up for you guys so you can see. It was 143.670. That was my entry. So right about there. And then stop loss was 143.451. So just below this low right there. So about 20 pips. Stop loss, not too bad. And then take profit was, of course, 144 from 500, which we did end up getting to, but we traded low, of course, first. So that was it. And what happened here? What I failed to see is market into the sessions, which is looking up from my time frame. I saw this here, and I then saw this bullish engulfing that took us up. So to be fair, price could have continued, but one thing that is key to notice, it broke Asia's high here, and then it continued trading down. That's just one. And this could just be a trade that went wrong, you know? Can't really mean that there was anything wrong per se. You could have just maybe taken note of this support right here and resistance said maybe when we break through here. But I guess that's all we could have really done. Better not to be wary of the support because as you see, price did retrace from there. And where did it come back to? Came back here and then traded lower. See, traded lower and came back there, traded lower again, then came back there. So yeah, that does happen sometimes. And then I had one more trade on gold, which I absolutely should not have taken because 1835, 1838.82. think I took the long road there. Right there was a buy. My stop was tucked above 1835, so it was actually on the 5 minute time frame. I don't know why I was trading the 5 minute time frame, but what I should have noticed is price came into here and look at this lower high right there. Lower high. I entered price right after this doji. I was looking at the rejections here, but ignored the rejection here. I ignored that rejection. Doji does not mean reversal, it just means indecision. So those are my 3 trades of the week. All losses. We're on a losing streak right now, about I think 9 trades, but just need to look at it with a good perspective and know that one trade doesn't define me. And stay disciplined. Be flexible in my expectations, but be rigid in my rules. This is my end of the week recap, and I'll see you next week. Deuces.